Mother was gone longer than expected. I was bored with surfing the net. I'd read my magazine and didn't have any music to listen to since Mother confiscated my hi-fi. Sod it, I thought, I'm going out. I put my trainers and hoodie on, went down to the sitting room, lifted the sash window and clambered outside. Just as I was pushing the window back down, Mother's car rolled into the driveway and I was collared. "Where do you think you're going?" bellowed Mother as she hastily opened the car door. Was all I could muster, knowing I was in trouble. But I finished my chores, I added, hoping that would please her somewhat. "I did not say you could go out when you'd finished them, did I?" Mother stated. "You know full well you're grounded, and you know full well that means you are not allowed out of the house." I kicked at the ground, not knowing what to say. Mother was opening the boot and removing several bags of shopping. She gave me a hard stare. I knew what she wanted, so I dutifully went and picked up the shopping bags before following Mother back into the house. "Do I really have to start nailing the windows shut?" Mother asked as I put the shopping bags on the table. "No," I replied. "Well, what do I have to do?" "I won't do it again," I murmured. "Well, we'll just have to see about that, won't we?" She said sternly, "Put the shopping away and then you can go to your room." I did as Mother asked. She was definitely not happy with me, and the last thing I wanted was Mother giving me grief all the time. I got enough of that when I was at school. I returned to my room and surfed the net due to boredom more than anything. I ended up chatting to a couple of online friends. Both agreed it was so unfair when I told them I'd been grounded. Although I failed to tell them the whole story. "And what do you think you're doing?" asked Mother as she opened the door. The screen of my PC was in full view, so I couldn't claim I was studying. I told Mother what I was doing. Grounded means you cannot have any contact with your friends, and that includes chat rooms. "But Mother, I'll need to use my PC for studying," I claimed, hoping she'd understand my logic and therefore allow my internet access. "Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it," she replied, "but for the time being, no computer. Do you understand?" I nodded. Mother lectured me throughout the evening meal. Then told me to do the washing up before going back to my room. I couldn't believe how boring life was without music or internet access. We only had one TV, which was in the lounge, so I reluctantly made my way downstairs and entered the sitting room. I moaned. "Did I say you could come down?" She barked. "No. I wonder if I could watch some TV." I paused. "Please." Mother glanced at the clock before saying, "Well, seeing as you ask nicely. Yes. But I want you in bed by 9. I began to protest. Since when did I go to bed at 9 o'clock? But then thought better of it. "Okay," I said quietly. "Thanks." I curled myself up on the armchair and watched whatever Mother was watching. Hobby or Casualty, one of the two. As the credits rolled up the screen, Mother let out a very audible sigh, before picking up the remote and turning the TV off. I knew exactly what she was getting at and got up to go to my room. "And I want you in bed. Do you understand?" "Yes," I replied before moping back to my room. It took me ages to get to sleep, so I decided to listen to some internet radio, seeing as Mother had taken my hi-fi. I guess I drifted off to sleep around 1 a.m. I woke suddenly to a loud knock on my door, followed by Mother loudly telling me to get up. "And I clearly told you no computer," she barked. I'd left it playing all night. "Oh, I was only listening to the radio to help me sleep, I always." "You just don't get it, do you?" she shouted. "That's it, young man. There's going to be some serious changes around here," she added as she slammed the door and left me alone. I sat up in bed and pulled my dressing gown on with a yawn. It was far too early to be dragged out of bed on a Sunday morning. I went for shower. I exited the bathroom wearing my dressing gown and headed back up to my bedroom. I was surprised to find the door locked. Mother was halfway up the stairs when I was heading back downstairs. Mother, why is my room locked? Because I told you no computer and you used it, just like I told you were grounded and I caught you climbing out of the window yesterday. By this time she was right in front of me. I stood there petrified, knowing that now was not a good time to give her any backchat. Your room is out of bounds and from now on you can use your sister's room. But Mother, I moaned, I promise I won't go on my computer, please. No. She said sharply. I've made my mind up. At least with you in your sister's room I can hear you from downstairs and I'll know you won't be playing on your computer. But I need to get dressed. I insisted, reminding her that I was only wearing my dressing gown.